Today I'm tuning my toms. You can see that that tom head is detuned. All the lugs are loose. The bottom head is also detuned. All those lugs are loose. When I tune my toms, I like to get them on the floor. I detune both heads and I always tune the bottom head first. This is the method I use. I pick a lug and I just tighten with my fingers until it feels firm. Then I move across the drum and I tighten. Then I push down on the rim above the lug and I tighten. Then I get my tuning key and I start on the lug that I finished on and I go half a turn, working across the drum. Now you might find that half a turn is enough for an 8-inch tom bottom head, but I like a nice tight high note, so I'm going to go half a turn again. Let's have a listen. They should all sound the same. That's pretty good. That bottom head now is in tune with itself. Let's turn it over and tune the top head. We just use the same process. Pick a lug and tighten with your fingers until it feels firm. Then move across the drum and tighten. Then push down on the rim above the lug and get a little bit more tension. Then I start on the lug that I finished on and I do half a turn. Working across the drum, half a turn. Let's have a listen. That drum sounds pretty good. Now, because I like a nice high tom note, I'm going to go quarter of a turn again. Moving across the drum, doing quarter of a turn. Let's have a listen. That's the 8-inch tom note that I'm looking for. Nice and high, nice and bright. Now you might think it's too high, or it's too tight, or it's too choked. Simply just pick a lug and pull it out. Let's have a listen. You can see that that's brought the tone down quite a bit. I'm putting that back in though because I like that nice high tone. Now you can also put a drum muffle ring on. Let's have a listen. Instantly takes the ring away. I quite like the ring. Let's have a listen. To me that 8-inch tom is good to go. So what I'd like to do now is detune it again. Notice I'm going to go across the drum to detune it. If you do that every time, you'll find that your drums will start to become easier to tune. If you try and stick to this process of going across, they start to get easier to tune. Now the reason I've detuned this again is because all the toms are in the same state. They're all detuned. I'd like to go and put them on the pearl drum rack and tune the top heads there. All the bottom heads have been tuned. Let's go and tune these top heads. All my toms are at the same point. The bottom heads have been evenly tuned and these top heads are now all finger tight. You can see that the skin is quite loose. Good drum heads and lightly greased lugs will help you guys with tuning every time. Let's have a listen to them. Okay, they sound flat, but we're about to tune them up, get them singing, sounding cool. I'll be tuning my toms in part 2.